Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I am the Sound Meister Will G, back at you with another episode on tuning another brand of earbuds, and today it's going to be the Technics EAH-AZ80E in the silver model. And of course, you guys know how I always do. I get right into it with the tuning, because I don't want to waste you guys' time, because it's very important to me that you get those earbuds or headphones tuned up and you enjoy the music and have yourselves a good time. And of course, with these headphones slash earbuds, whichever you prefer, in Britain they call them headphones as well, but these are high resolution audio and they have LDAC capabilities. Okay, so without further ado, I did a previous video on codecs and all of those things. So if you want to go back, look at the video. You can also look at some posts I have put up pertaining to about codexes and what they mean and everything. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into these. We're going to get these here connected and we are going to do some tuning, folks. Now, what I did do with my sound enhancer is I took everything off, because I have a habit. After a while, I'll take everything out, I will go back and I will retune. I'm constantly retuning for the better, precise sound, because your hearing changes from day to day, time to time. Your hearing is never the same. So what I have a habit of doing is I will go back and retune and readjust, and that's what it's about. So that being said, these are some beautiful earbuds. They fit perfectly into the ear canal, and we're just going to look through some of the settings on here. I've got my ambient setting. I've got my custom, which you have here is your enhancer, which in this mode right here, you have several different settings. Mine is already set to a custom mode, but I want to run through these real briefly with you guys. You have your direct, which is basically saying it's a flat mode. You've got your bass, you have your super bass, you have your vocal mode, you have your high treble mode, and you have your dynamic mode, and of course you have your custom setting. So once again, anytime you adjust, of course, you know I use the flow equalizer, which is a 12 band equalizer slash enhancer, and this has multiple settings in here, which in a previous video I've done on this, where I went through this to show you the different settings that this one does have to tailor your sound to your liking. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to do a brand new fresh setting, and I'm going to give you the names of the songs that I'm playing, so you guys can go along with me. Now what makes these earbuds different, these are larger drivers. These are like 10 millimeter drivers. Larger drivers, they say, tend to give you more sound. But I have found personally, larger is not always better. Larger is not always the best thing going, because there are some earbuds out there that have 9 millimeter drivers and they sound better than 10s and 12s, which I've heard. So I'm not going to get into all of that right now, but what I am going to do is I'm going to pull up a track from my Spotify. Let me just slide this over here for you guys so we can just go on in, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to get right down to it. And this particular one I want to do some Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. I think this is a great song because of the mid-range in that guitar. So what we're going to do right now, all of my settings, as you can see, are flat. So if you're someone who owns a pair of these earbuds, you know, please follow along, take screenshots of the settings that I'm doing on here, so therefore you can duplicate what I'm doing, so you'll be able to get that nice optimum sound where you can tweak it as best you like for the way that you like. Okay, so what I'm going to do, normally in the past I've always started with the 12 band enhancer and adjust that way. Then I come back here to the primary in the app for the headphones or earbuds. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start off with the one that's built into the app. Then I'm going to move to the secondary. Okay, so I always start off on my high end just to get a feel of what my highs sound like as I'm bringing up my music, to get the nice, well-balanced sound as we're moving through this. And by the way, this does go up in increments. So if you're not sure with this particular one, 0 decibels is flat. So we can increase this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can move this up 10 increments, just so you know. So what I'm going to do is, as we're moving this up, you can pretty much feel out the way that I'm doing this, so you can see for yourself. Let me run this on repeat, and then we're going to move to a second one. But right now, let me just get to the adjusting on this here. What I tend to do is I never bring my highs all the way to the max, because a lot of times, depending on what you're listening to, some songs have a very high end on them where you don't need to implement so much high frequencies or treble into some songs as you would other songs. This one here only goes up to 10 decibels. So we're only going to get 10 dBs out of this one. Now I have this setting primarily where it's nice, it's smooth. Now what I want to do here, once I have that set where I like it, I'm going to come back to the enhancer, which I call my secondary. So the EQ or enhancer that's in your app is always your primary. The one that you add will consider your secondary. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring this up and we're going to start the enhancing series on this. Okay, now I need to point out something also. This flow equalizer goes up to 15 decibels. The one that's in the Technics only goes up to 10. So that's why I say what I'm going to do for this particular one, I'm going to start off with the Technics, then I'm going to move into the secondary one. And what we want to do is you want to adjust this to bring the song out. So if you're familiar with Phil Collins, he played a lot of drums, a lot of cymbals. Now with the vocals, I tend to bring them up on certain songs at a +1. Certain songs I will go no more than a 1.5, but for the most part a +1. And then as I slowly increase the slides, what I do is I listen to the music to feel it out, where I can hear everything, the drums, the cymbals, I can hear the keyboard, every instrument that is played. You want to be able to hear it kind of like you do with jazz music. So this is one particular setting right here that I have that does sound good for this. The song is In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. In case you want to find the song, download it to whatever streaming service that you use and use that as your adjustment or a template to use. Now what I'm also going to do here is this has a bass boost, which you can see I've turned on right here, but no gain has been added. So with this particular song, we're going to I'm going to run this back again a second time. We're going to let this play again. And what we're going to do with the bass boost is we're going to bring this up to about 20%. By doing this, as you're adjusting, it will balance out your low end for you to blend in with your mid-range and your highs. So also what you can do is, if you are a person who say, well, hey, you know what? I just want to hear the bass. I want the rumble. No problem. Just simply bring this up where you have that nice smooth sound, which you can see how I'm adjusting right here. And my gain for my bass boost is still at about 20%. Once the song plays and you hear it, then you will know exactly if you need to add or take away. In most cases, it's okay. So if that bass is smooth, because the one thing you do not want to do is have muddy bass or bass that's really heavily distorted. The whole object is a smooth, clean, crisp sound. That's the object and the name of the game. So with the vocals with Phil, I tend to play with them around that 2,000 to 4,000 hertz range. And I just sit back, turn the volume up, and I close my eyes, and I picture myself being there in that room or that arena when he's singing. If you do that and it seems like or feels like he's directly there or you're in the room, you've got it right. If it doesn't sound like it's not there, you need to maybe make some adjustments, but there's nothing wrong with doing different settings, because the whole object and the name of the game is you want to bring a song out as best you can for what you like. You're trying to find the natural spot in the music, basically. You're trying to reproduce how it will be in a live setting. Long story short. So we're going to give this a little bit of volume, take this to about 60%, which is about right here. Now, what I can hear from this, at this 20% bass boost, I want to take it to about 30. And that is sweet. Perfect spot. So if you want to get a screenshot of this, take a screenshot of this particular one. This is one you can use as an example for that particular song, okay? So I want to move on to another song for you guys. So what I want to do is set this back in flat, and we're going to bring this back down, and we're going to turn this off. Now, the lovely thing about using an enhancer is there are many ways you can play with it, with your music. You can get it to sound like how you want. You can always add. Sometimes you can take away. Now, I want to give you guys let me see, I don't know if anyone's into Earth, Wind, and Fire, but this particular song, In the Stone by Earth, Wind, and Fire, is one of those great songs that has a lot of mid-range and highs to it. And this is another one. We have a lot of trumpets. If anyone knows about Earth, Wind, and Fire, they're big on horns. So with this one, this would be more of a mid-range setting, which, again, once you have your primary enhancer set, which would be the Technics, you're going to leave this as it is. We're going to come back over here to our secondary, and we're going to simply play with this. And we're going to bring this volume up some. Now, like I stated before, these are larger drivers, so your sound is definitely going to be slightly different than if you were listening to a pair of drivers or earbuds that had 7mm drivers, 8mm drivers in them. But nonetheless, it's going to give you a more full sound, which is nice. So some of these settings you can almost use, like if you were using a jazz type setting. So say you had an enhancer that you use and you had it set for jazz, you can actually mimic that to adjust this. And by simply bringing up the mid ranges, it changes the tone tremendously and you have a beautiful sound. So this is another setting that you can take a screenshot of, duplicate, copy, practice on your own, to try the music, try different songs. Because if I take out a pair of my Bang & Olufsen's and I put those in, they will have a different sound from these Technics. That's just the nature of the beast. It's a different product for a different style. These now, on the other hand, are really made, in my opinion. I think what Technics tried to do is they tried to do these for bass. So I just want to get out of this and I want to come to something here that let me find my folder here, because I do everything on the fly. I want you guys to be able to see exactly what I am doing and the way that I do it. And this is my folder right here, Songs for Tuning. There is a guy by the name of Jelly Roll I believe it's out of Memphis. His songs have heavy bass. I mean, a lot of bass. And I believe, my opinion again, with these Technics, these are designed to take it to that level. So what I want to do for you guys right now is we're going to just jump real quick to this particular song. I want you guys to see what it says down here. Okay. It's the name of the song is F What They Talking About. You fill in the rest. But anyway, this song has a tremendous amount of low end to it. So what I want to do is we're going to set this again. The primary stays the same. We're not going to touch this at all. Our secondary right here, we're going to set this in flat. Now, what I could do is I could put this in the bass setting or super bass setting, but I want to do something first and I want you guys to see this. So anyone who owns a pair of Technics and you're watching this video, I want you guys to please duplicate this setting first of all that I have here, number one. Now, number two, if you have an enhancer on your phone, it may not be a 12 band, it may be a 7 or 10. Really, I prefer if you can get at least a 10 band to download, use a 10. It gives you more bands, you have more options to use. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, everything right here right now is completely flat. The only thing that still has gains on it is the setting for the Technics. So we're going to bring this song up and I'm going to adjust this. And I want you to see how I adjust this, because these are larger drivers. So we're going to see just how much different sound these would make versus something in a Bang & Olufsen or a B&W or a Sony. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring this up and we are going to put this at 60%, which is about right here. And we're going to start to tune this. There it is. Woo, woo. Oh, that bass is dropping. This is all I have done, and the bass is dropping. And the reason why it is because of this. So again, we're going to come back to that. Okay, we're going to tune this up. Oh my gosh. Woo. Oh jeez. Holy smokes. Oh woo. Okay. If you can see this setting that I'm doing right now, it looks crazy, but trust me, this is bumping. If you can get a screenshot, take a screenshot of this particular setting, because this is it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my mids and my highs down, and we are going to take this all the way up. Woo! Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Bring a little bit of mids in, and we're going to drop this down. Oh yeah, holy smokes. Woo! Oh my gosh, that's bumping. Now, I'm going to come to my bass boost. I'm going to put this at 30%. 30%, ladies and gentlemen. That's deep. That's deep. But what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to play with my highs and my mids. We're going to slowly bring this up. And by simply doing this, the bass, it just, you can hear these earbuds humming. There's a humming sound to them from this particular song. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to leave it exactly where it's set, and I'm going to shift this over to my bass. Oh, that's it. Oh, snap. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Super bass. Oh yeah. Woo, woo. Okay, okay, okay. Holy smokes, holy smokes. Whoa. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you own a pair of Technics, okay, and you are rocking, bumping, pumping, whatever, with some AZ80s, these are off the chain. Now, I know they put a lot of emphasis on those 100s, and I know they sound good. Haven't gotten around to doing them on those yet. I'll bring them up eventually, but not yet. But these right here, if you've got these, this is the bass sounds like a DJ party. It sounds like a flipping party. So all of that to say this: if you've got these, you got a great pair of headphones, earbuds. Okay. Now, what I want to also do is, since Technics is more of a DJ style company and they specialize in turntables, but they got the headphone game correct, I want you guys to simply let me set this back at flat, and we're going to do something. I just want to show you guys. Now, for everyone who does have these, you say, hey, well, gee, look, I hear what you're saying, but all that bumpity, I'm not into that. Just give me some nice, smooth music, something I can just put in on the commute home, lay back, and just chill to. Not a problem. Not a problem. I got something for you. Now, I have another song down here I'm going to play for you guys. I'm going to get some Alicia Keys, okay? Alicia Keys is one of those artists who I love her music because of her vocals and the mid-range. Now, there's a song called Girl on Fire, which I'm going to play. I'm going to bring up. Due to copyright reasons, everybody, I cannot play these songs for you, but I can tell you the artist and the name of the songs that I am playing for you. So you can go on and you can download those at your leisure. Do these, look at these settings that I have here. Also, I've got some other videos out with some tuning tips and everything you can use to tune these and adjust these with. Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to get back into this Alicia Keys, and I'm going to give you a beautiful setting. I think that's tailored to her voice very well. So I want you guys to see exactly how I'm doing this, because you have to remember these are larger drivers, so these are going to have a different sound than smaller drivers would, but they still sound great, okay? So this is what we're going to do right here. I'm going to load this up. Again, I always start from right to left and I work my way back. Her vocals are very, very strong. And I love her vocals. So I really don't bring up too much bass when I'm listening to Alicia Keys. Because the reason why is because when I do this, I want to be able to try to capture her voice, and when she's playing her organs that she uses. Now, with Alicia Keys, you're not going to get a lot of treble, a lot of low end. She's in that mid range for a female artist, which I love because her vocals just have a certain sound that I love. So where we are right now, you say, well, that's not a bad looking setting, but the one thing that you always want to remember, it's not about what this looks like. It's about the way it sounds when you're listening to that music or that particular song you want to listen to. Now with her, I can bring up the vocals more, bring her out more. So if you want to get a screenshot of this particular setting, screenshot this setting right here, use this. And if you want to say, hey, I want to add a little bit of low into it, now you come to your bass boost and you can add just a little bit, not too much, but you want to put just enough to fill it out. This is that kind of song that you can just relax to, kick back and chill. Now, we say I want to add a little bit more punch and take it to the extreme, but I don't want to do all of this bass boost and all of that. Just simply come down here to your low end and just want to increase these. Okay, your low end around that 62, 125 hertz range. Now, again, like I've stated before, these drivers are larger. So if you take these out and put in, say, another pair of earbuds that have a smaller driver, it will sound different. The problem is many people can't distinguish the sounds. A lot of people can distinguish sound, but a lot of people cannot also. So I've been doing this long enough, listening to music for so long, that I can tell when something, the size of a speaker is not right, it's not tuned, the adjustment is not too well on it. So at the end of the day, you know, if you like certain songs, like right now, glad this came up. Heartburn just came up. Another Alicia Keys song, Heartburn. This is a good one for you guys to listen to also on these. Now, this particular setting that I use right here, I'm going to do something. Give me 1 second here. We are going to bring this back again. Okay, now this song has that heavy drum connotation to it. So with this one, if you see what I'm doing here, I'm going to let you guys get a screenshot. My bass boost gain is at 30%, and I want you guys to get a screenshot of this particular setting. When I was talking about that drum, how she doesn't use a lot of heavy drums, this is one of those songs. And the horns. So if you say, well, I don't care about the drums, I don't care about the heavy bass, just simply turn this off, realign, because at the end of the day, it's not about the way the enhancer looks, it's about the way it sounds. So when you're doing this, ladies and gentlemen, just remember, anytime you buy a pair of earbuds versus headphones, headphones are normally going to have a 40 millimeter driver in them, whether it's titanium, it's carbon fiber, could be you have neodymium magnets on them. The material does make a difference. These, I really must say, they sound good, but these are not my best ones. You know, it's a nice sound. Technics did a good job. They really did. But if you're someone who's looking for detailed, accurate music, these are not the headphones. Earbuds. If you're someone who's listening for music that is more along the lines of, say, we get into some Jamie Foxx, Blame It, or some Jelly Roll, or some Rick Ross, music along those lines, Kendrick Lamar with the bass. These do deliver. I really must say, these earbuds deliver. But you have to remember, the sound stage for these is larger because of the diameter of the earbud, the speaker. So if I take a pair, perfect example, I'm just comparing apples to oranges, Bang & Olufsen Bell Play 10s, E10s. If I take a pair of those to a pair of these, the bass in those is going to sound tighter than the bass in these, simply because the Bang & Olufsen's have a smaller driver. It still delivers a lot of bass, low end, but it's smaller. That's why I said larger does not always mean better. It's how they are made and the quality that goes into them. So these are good. Technics did a good job on these. But again, you know, when you adjust and you set this up, please, I urge everyone, download this app on here. Please put the app on, play with it, go through the different settings, play it in the treble mode, play it in the dynamic mode, put your favorite music on, play it. You know, what I would say to do is, I would definitely recommend someone adding an enhancer to it, which is better known as an equalizer. You can get from the Play Store or the Apple Store if you use an iOS device. So by doing this, this will enhance. Again, this right here is a good product, very good. I would use these to play hip hop music, R&B music all day. When I want that nice, tight, that clean, accurate, precise sound, I'm going to my Bang & Olufsen's. So, not to say these are better or worse, it's just a different earbud with a different size for a different type of music. And that's really what it all boils down to. When you're listening to music, you need to know what you're buying. So please, guys, take the time, look at some previous videos that I've done. I've got EQ settings at the end of those videos on the tuning, different styles of music. I have shots there. You can screenshot them, copy them down, use them. So if you found that this information was good and very informative, please hit like and subscribe, because I've got some more things I want to bring up to you guys, because at the end of the day, it's about getting the most out of your investment and giving you the best possible sound that you can get out of what you invested your money in. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for your time, and you guys have a great day. Until the next video, be seeing you.